And let's just settle into our meditation posture. And I'm pretty much going to go right into it because it's quite long. Okay, so just settle as best you can. Have a little drink if you need to before we start. So it's really best if when you're doing a meditation session or any of your practice sessions to try not to drink in between. And I think the reason for that is because it distracts the mind, and we love to be distracted. So we think we're thirsty, but we're actually really not. So think about that. I also need to myself. So just for the moment, if you are sitting at your desk, feet flat on the floor, connecting to Mother Earth through the building or whatever surface you're on, and just lengthen that spine. Shoulders aligned with the hips. In your spine, that's a string of pearls of light. And then just relax the whole body from the crown all the way down, the jaw, back of the neck, shoulders, all the way down to the toes. Bring mind to the breath. Be aware of sounds in the background. Try not to have the mind follow. Just be aware of what thoughts are arising. Just allow those thoughts to be there. And try not to judge. Take a step back. Be curious. Try not to engage. Just allow them to arise and abide. And then just they dissipate. We'll get to the equanimity meditation is also included in the end of this meditation. So just before we start though, just bring to mind all those people of your life. All those ones you really love, and then the ones you don't so much, and then all your strangers. Remembering they can change place at any time. They're all equal, they're the same as you. They all have a wish to be happy and a wish to be free from suffering. And they all have this Buddha nature. That is who you really are. So imagine Tara is in front of you. She has this radiant green light body, maybe 6 to 8 feet away at the level of your forehead. And she's sitting on a multicolored lotus. And her left foot is drawn in and her right foot out, resting on its own little multicolored lotus. And her left foot drawn in indicates complete and effortless control over her desire energy. And her right foot indicates her willingness and her capability to get up and act for sentient beings. So she's just really ready to get moving in order to help you. And often she's referred to as the wish-fulfilling Buddha, and she represents the quick capacity, represented as female, to cut through the obstacles, to get things done, to be successful, and of course, to make us blissful. So imagine Tara as beautiful as possible. She's young and radiant and full of energy. She's full of bliss. She wears golden silken garments, and in the Royal Indian style, she has jewelry on her ears and around her neck, around her waist, around her wrists. her feet, her ankles. She has a 5-pointed crown on her head, embedded with jewelry. And imagine that this is also the manifestation of your teacher's mind. If you have a teacher, a trusted mentor, they're manifesting in this form for your benefit. To the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened by this practice of meditating on Guru Tara. May I reach Buddhahood to benefit all sentient beings. So now we imagine one chakra at a time, powerful, blissful light coming from Tara's corresponding 3 chakras. So we start first with the body. And imagine Lama Tara sending powerful, blissful white light from the Om at her brow chakra. And this enters my brow and completely fills me. So you imagine that all problems and sufferings and heaviness of body are completely purified by this light, and think all the harm I have ever done to any living being with this body and all my infinite past bodies is also purified and eradicated completely. Not one item left as we recite her mantra. Om Tare Ture Sva. 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 Now this time again, imagine light coming, except visualizing or imagining your body has become a blissful light body, just like Tara's. And it's indestructible. Just like it will be, and think, when I attain the deity's body, the Sambhogakaya, and imagine it's not possible to ever harm others with this body, only to benefit. Om Tare Ture Sva. 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 So next, the speech, and imagine Tara sends red light from the eye to throat. And this light comes to your throat. And this purifies all the problems of speech. Inappropriate speech, useless speech, uncontrolled speech, angry speech, and criticism. And the inability to express ourselves appropriately, all the harm you've ever done to any living being, with the speech of this life and in infinite past lives. And this is also completely purified, eradicated by the blissful red light. Not one atom left as we recite a mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. 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 Now the light comes again. And this time imagine you're totally full of all the blissful, perfect, compassionate wisdom, appropriate speech of Lamatara, such that whatever sound you utter is necessarily beneficial to any living being who hears it, of course, including ourselves. And all of this is our potential. So feel really full of this powerful energy. We'll recite the mantra again. Om Tare Tutare Ture Swam. 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 Om Tare tutare ture svam. Now the mind, excuse me, imagine Lamatara sending powerful beams of blue light, like the sky. This comes from the blue hum at her heart chakra, and this enters your heart. And imagine that all the unhappiness of mind, confusion, arrogance, anger, jealousy, pride, resentment, hurt, anxiety, self-hate, grudges, bitterness, all of this completely purified. And that all the delusions, including the root delusion, the ego grasping, which are the cause of my own suffering and why I harm others, is completely eradicated by this powerful, blissful light. Not one atom left. Om tare tutare ture svam. 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 Imagine blue light coming again. And this time feel full of the blissful, omniscient, compassionate mind of Lamatara. And think, this is my potential. This is who I really am. Om tare tutare ture svam. 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 Now imagine the three lights coming simultaneously from Lamatara's three chakras, and penetrating your three places. So the Om, the forehead, the Ah, the throat, and the Hum at the heart. And this time feeling that even the subtlest stains of all delusion are completely eradicated. Not one atom left. Om tare tutare ture swam. 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 So we'll stay in this blissful state for a little while and just imagine you're becoming one with the energy, the compassionate energy of Mother Tara. So imagine that that lotus in front of you dissolves up into Tara's body, and she comes to sit on the crown of your head, facing the same way. And then this really strong wish to become oneness with your mind, remembering this is also the mind of your teacher, dissolves into green light and melts into you through your crown and merges with your body, speech, and mind. And really feel that you're one with this Lama Tara's body, speech, and mind, her energy, and feel blissful. And think that now, think like this, now I'm Tara. I must lead all sentient beings to enlightenment. So imagine in front of you those ones you don't like so much, eyeball to eyeball. And in front to the left, your friends. And to the right, everybody else. Everywhere else. All the rest of sentient beings. So above, below, to the left, the right. In front, behind. Pervading space. And think they're all the same. They all want happiness. They don't want suffering. And they all possess Buddha nature. So from your heart, millions and millions of tiny green taras emanate out. And they enter the friends, the enemies, and the strangers. And take away all their suffering. And give them everything they need. Transform them into their own Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Re Swa. 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 And finally, all these transformed taras absorb into me and they enhance my own Tara nature. Let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy you've created to doing this purification for all living beings and to yourselves as you're moving along the spiritual path. Mary, do we have a swift return prayer there? It doesn't matter if we don't. I can share one too. Would you like me to share one? Yeah?
If you have it, it might be quicker.
Okay. Alrighty, I got one. Oh, where's the share screen thing? Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, this is the one by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. The lamp of the Gaiden teachings, the supreme refuge, Lama Zopa, has departed in order to rouse the Dharma, disciples who cling to permanence. Supreme Being, you took upon yourself the Kadam teacher's way of life and were bound to it day and night, greatly benefiting the teachings and transmigratory beings. Great master of the teachings, supreme guide for East and West, hidden yogi, Lama Thupten Zopa. Unrivaled Lama Zopa, you took His Holiness, the Sovereign Lord of the Victorious Ones, as your crown. I think this is Lelong Rinpoche's one, actually, and followed all his instructions. Benefactor Lama Zopa, for the many public and personal needs of Tibetans and others, you opened the vase of resources and cleared away the suffering of hardship. One of great mind, Lama Zopa, you held helpless and voiceless animals with a mind of loving kindness and were their holy savior and protector. Siddha Lama Zopa, Lord of Ocean of Mandalas, with the wings of emptiness and compassion, you crossed the waters of the generation and completion stages. Lama Thupten Zopa, great hidden yogi, ornament of the activities of the Gaiden teachings, in truth, a great son of the victorious ones, having thought of me and other transmigratory beings of this degenerate age from your seat of lotus and sun at the heart of Sangwa Yeshi, may the jewel that fulfills all wishes, emanating again with the brilliance of 10,000 suns, smile swiftly and without obstacles to our eyes filled with tears of faith. It's Leilong Rinpoche's Swift Return Prayer. It's very beautiful. Okay, everybody, thank you so very much. Lots of love. And I will see you all tomorrow. You weren't scheduled